back to Bright Horizons
Good
with
morning, Deb and Jim.
Jim.
Happy Friday, everybody. We're back. Happy, fantastic
beautiful
Friday.
Friday. Yes.
Isn't it, though?
We missed you all last
We
week.
did, but as you saw, we promised we'd be back, so here we are.
And
Happy
even
Friday.
bigger and better.
Yes.
Well, let's recognize our birthdays again.
Okay, you go.
Okay. We want to repeat a few that we celebrated in the past.
Absolutely.
'Cause we love these friends of ours. Carol Dubinsky was
Carol
July
Dubinsky,
3rd.
July
Once again,
3rd.
we want to say
Mwah.
happy birthday,
We love you, Carol, so much.
And our dear Krupa,
Krupa, we love you so much. Mwah.
happy birthday, July 4th.
Happy birthday, July Independence Day, and my anniversary. And we're happy to have you home.
Yes.
Welcome home.
And Krupa wants to come back to the show, so we look forward
Absolutely.
to seeing you
Krupa, we
again,
must
Krupa.
have you. Okay.
And then Emmy Buckman is
Emmy,
coming up.
happy birthday.
Emmy.
And what's your birthday? I'm sorry, Emmy?
The 18th.
18th. Okay, Emmy. I love Emmy.
And then a friend of mine, Sahila Marshall, is on the
Sahila
19th.
Marshall, happy birthday.
And the attorney who used to work with me many years ago, Patrick Rice. He's an artist.
Patrick Rice, happy birthday.
An artist who did my caricature. Happy birthday,
What
Patrick.
an awesome job
Yes.
you did, Patrick. Couldn't do better, I'll tell you what. Beautiful.
And then a friend of mine who's a singer who I met in the 1980s, had a band Chance, it was called.
Chance?
And he and
I love
Larry
it.
and Dave and Kevin was the lead singer. But anyway, Kevin Campfield's birthday is on the 21st.
Okay.
So Kevin, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kevin. Happy birthday.
We can't let the July 4th celebration end. We have a little gift for
Oh,
Deb and
Jim,
Greg.
my goodness, what'd you do here?
Happy anniversary.
Oh, this is. Oh, Jim, look at he does. Jim.
We have to
I
keep
don't
it
know
going.
what to say.
The whole month is
my-
a celebration
look
of
at
your
this.
love.
He has a beautiful ribbon. You see this? The ribbon. Oh my word! Would you look at that?
Since
I don't know if
it's
you can
July
see it.
4th, their anniversary, I'd have
Aw.
patriotic decorations.
Oh, Jim, that is so.
You want to open up
Do you
the
want me to
card
open
and
it
read it?
now?
Yes, let's see what the
Okay,
card
well,
has
here
to
we
say.
go. Here's the. Oh, Jim. This is one of the reasons why I love you. He's just extremely thoughtful. Deb and Greg. Okay. I don't have my readers on. Jeez,
Oh,
I'm in
okay.
trouble. That's okay. I could still see.
Okay.
Recipe for a happy marriage. Start with some great people, mix and support friendship, and plenty of
A
love.
lot of love.
Okay, a lot of love. Add a little spice.
Sure, gotta have
And
spice.
everything nice. No, I'm looking. A little spice and a pinch of fun.
And everything with Deb is fun. So
Aw.
that
Pinch of fun and generous amounts of patience and laughter.
Yes,
That's
all the
true.
qualities
oh,
we
my
need.
goodness gracious. Okay, blend with hopes and dreams and sweeten with time.
yes, it's beautiful, right? As time goes on.
Look at this card. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. You always pick. I have all your cards that you've given. Dear Deb and Greg, yields true happiness, and will forever. Number 35, he puts happy anniversary
To a really
great
great couple.
Love, Jim. We celebrate 35 years of love and devotion.
Devotion.
Isn't that gorgeous? I love you. Mwah. Ah.
Happy anniversary,
That is so
Greg.
lovely, Jim.
Hopefully Greg's watching too. Happy anniversary, Greg.
Honey, this is so nice. And look at this. I can't get over it. You talk about me being creative. I don't know if you guys can see this box, what he's done.
Is there
He goes
enough
all
red,
out.
white, and blue?
The red, white, and blue. I wasn't even red, white, and blue for anniversary. But you did it up beautiful on this box. I love these decorations. I really do. This is so
Had to make it
thoughtful.
special since you got married on July 4th,
Aw,
Independence Day.
my
What a
goodness
wonderful day.
gracious.
Deb and Greg selected that because they had fireworks every year
Yeah.
on their birthday. On their anniversary.
Oh, I love that. That is so amazing. Oh, Jen, that is just only you.
Only
Oh
you
my gosh, Jim, you've got
can
to.
make this world seem bright.
Oh, look at this. Only you. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, it's a beautiful blanket and it's personalized. 35th anniversary, Deb and Greg, 2022. Oh, I can't show
Happy
it.
anniversary.
I just love it.
It'll
Look
keep
at
it cozy.
this wonderful blanket.
The
and-
two of you can snuggle under it.
Jim, another kiss. Mwah. This is so thoughtful. It goes beyond what you are, of course. Oh, 35 years.
Yes.
Deb and Greg, look at this.
God
again.
bless you. Yes.
I'm going to put this right on the couch when I get home. Isn't that thoughtful, Jim?
Oh,
Thank
we
you so
want to
much.
honor
And
the
I
two of
know-
you and honor your love and devotion. It's beautiful when
Thank
people are married
you.
that long. Wonderful example for all of us to follow.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
all of us to, concentrate on the love factor that's so important in our lives. So
Jim,
we want
I
to celebrate
just
the
don't
two
know what
of
to
you.
say except thank you so much, and we love you so very much. Now I can't get the top of it. This is just so lovely, and I just adore that because just like all of your cards, I'm the kind of person that I will. If you gave me a paper clip, just a paper clip for God's sakes, knowing that it came from you or anybody, that's the kind of person I save everything.
Beautiful.
And I save the cards, so I thank you.
My pleasure.
Mwah, thank you. That was so
Like I said,
nice.
we want to celebrate you and honor you and Greg.
Thank
It's
you.
wonderful to do that.
I didn't expect that. My gosh, my blankie, our blankie. Greg, it's mine.
Now you got
I'm
to
gonna-
both get
I'm
under
gonna
it
have
together.
to cut. Yeah, right. Okay, that's my half. I could just see it now. Greg and I. No, that's my half. That's my half. That was a perfect. Oh my gosh, you always seem to know. It just never fails, Jim.
Well, we want to make it
Thank
special
you so
for you.
much. We love you so much.
Do we have
What
a
is
joke
today?
for today?
Oh,
Do we have a joke
we're gonna
for
do a joke for today. We're gonna do things a little bit different. We get silly, and Jim and I talk about things, but hey, listen, we have to laugh. That's the most important thing. Think about this. Why did the Clydesdale give the pony a glass of water?
Let's see. Why did the Clydesdale give the pony a glass of water?
Why did the Clydesdale give the pony a glass of water?
Why did the Clydesdale give the pony a glass of water?
You ready? You give up?
I give up.
Because he was a little horse.
Oh.
Ah!
The whole audience loves it. Everybody's laughing.
I know, again, it's Friday. Fantastic, goofy Friday. Okay, another one for you.
Okay.
Why shouldn't you write? Why shouldn't you write? Why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil? Think about that.
Why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil? I give up.
You give up. Okay, well, because it's pointless.
Oh, pointless. Does the audience like it? I guess they do. They're all laughing.
We'll do one more. Hey,
Okay.
listen. Why not?
Good things come in threes.
There
So
you
three
go.
jokes.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? It must have something to do with straw.
You would
No.
think, right?
Right. Okay. I give
Well,
up.
if you give up, because he was outstanding in his field.
Outstanding in his field. The crowd loves it. And look how beautiful Deb looks today. These are the colors that her bridesmaids
that's
wore.
right, black and white.
white.
Look at-
Uh-oh.
Oh, you
That's
know
from
what?
the
I'm wearing
blanket.
black and white, and the blanket. I looked at
Sorry.
It's okay.
It sheds.
Black is typical. It does that all the time. It sheds, but that's okay. I wore black and white, and it's hot out there, so.
And the earrings. Look at the earrings.
Yeah, the earrings, the black
See?
earrings, and my
Sorry, but
bracelet.
She's always color coordinated.
There you go. Today's a black and white, but it's a good black and white day.
Yes.
Our topic today is going to be,
Be realistic.
why is it that we need to be realistic? It's a good topic. It's something to think about. Being realistic. What is the meaning of being realistic? Having or showing a practical awareness.
Right.
Tell me, Jim.
I think a lot of it has to do with your expectations too.
Mm-hmm.
You,
Okay,
you,
yeah,
you don't want
that's-
to fantasize about what's possible. You really want to be realistic to assess the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Weigh the either pros and cons or whatever it might be, and
Right.
then make a decision, an informed decision, rather than the rose-colored glasses. We sometimes talk about,
Yeah.
and being overly optimistic. I think you really need to assess the situation and evaluate.
You
it.
do, because we go about life with our best intentions. Realistic also means appearing to be existing and the happening, as you just said. In fact, I was told once I was a Pollyanna, and I didn't take that very, but it's not that I'm a Pollyanna. I choose to look at the good before I look at the bad or the
Which I
negative.
think is a good philosophy. Yes.
I always have been that way. I don't think I'll ever change.
Well,
It's
that's
just me.
your outlook.
Yeah,
which
that is my
important.
outlook.
Yeah, that's important. to
I've
be
never
positive.
been any different. I've tried to be different, and it just doesn't work. Always be who you are. Be all that you can be.
And I really think that sometimes your thoughts can affect the outcome too. So, right?
Absolutely.
If you tell yourself
Positively.
negative,
Then of course negative,
Right.
and when you're
That-
around people that are negative, oh please,
Right.
it's
Right.
enough to make you go, oh,
Right.
enough. I can't help it.
Joan Rivers
I
here.
don't. Oh,
She used to put her finger in her mouth like that.
Oh my God. But it makes me nauseous.
She's coming through you, Julie Rivers, from heaven.
I love them. I always
Can we
love Joan
talk?
Rivers. Can we talk? That's why she said that. I forgot that she did that. Oh my God, that's right. Oh my gosh. Well, I really always enjoyed her, and I still do.
Yes.
So God bless her. She's a wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful human being. Why is it important to be realistic?
Well, you know, I think it's when you're evaluating your goals, that's
Right.
a factor when you have to be realistic in your goals in life, because you want to make sure you can achieve them, right?
Right.
So if you're unrealistic and you can't achieve your goals, it'll be frustrating for you and you'll never be happy.
Right.
So you really have to be realistic
Mhm.
in your goals that you set.
A friend had said to me once, you know, don't let anything overwhelm you. If it feels like it's too much, go ahead and just, if you have, think of it like an in basket.
Right.
You have papers, okay, oh my gosh. You look at it like, oh, look at all that. Don't look at it like that. Go in that in basket. I have to use that as a,
Right.
but, and say, okay, this piece of paper will be taken care of. This batch will be taken care of. But do it as you know it comes down little by little. You'll get it done. And inch by inch, it's a cinch, and yard by yard, it's hard. Studies, I did some research. Studies have shown that having realistic beliefs can mean better well-being, as
Yeah,
you just said.
yeah.
Researchers have looked at the level of expectations, as you said, and compared with the observed range of expectations. Within these parameters, studies see that the highest ranking amount would be associated with realistic thinking.
And what you said before is so
Yeah.
important, because your perspective.
Mhm.
If you see a pile of work in front of you and you say, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm never going to get through that.
I've done that,
pile of-"
but I have
But
to
then you say,
yeah,
one by
psychological.
one, you tackle it, and then you
I
achieve
do
it.
that,
Yeah,
and in the line of business I'm in, as you
Right.
as well, the paperwork. We were
Right.
supposed to be once upon a time, not
Yeah,
too long ago,
paperless
a
society.
paperless society. That's never
Forget
going to
that,
happen.
right.
Goodbye. That's been gone a long time ago. Actually, I prefer not to be a paperless society because I like paper. I'm old school that way. I know that sounds. I still carry my notebook, the traditional notebook. And you know what I got in the mail, which is so funny.
What'd you get in the mail?
I couldn't believe it. A little tiny yellow page book. I was like, "You're kidding me? They're still sending
Wow,
these
they're
out?"
still making them. Wow.
But you know, I liked it, and I have it on my desk at home. And not that I'll go through because let's face it, we're spoiled.
Everybody
We
goes
Google
online,
everything.
right.
But it's nice to have that. I mean, it's one more piece of paper, one more book added to my desk. But nevertheless, it's nice to know
And you
that
can hold it.
you can hold
feel
it.
and
Remember
see
when
it.
they came out with Kindles?
Yes.
Now, Kindle's a wonderful, wonderful.
I've never read a book on that.
Either
Have
have
you?
I. Never,
Okay.
ever. I'm like you. I like holding that book.
Yes.
Remember the days.
Like our dear Marie
Like
Pinchot.
Marie
I'd rather
Pinchot.
read the book and hold it rather than read it on a
By
Kindle.
the way, yeah, and you know, remember the days at the library? You go to school, go to the library.
Yes.
I love that, and that smell of the library, and taking a book out and then returning it, and then reading it and enjoying it and going back to get more. Having holding the book in your hands it's a feeling of power. It's a feeling of
Sure, it empowers you.
it empowers you as a feeling of security and that you're in control and you're going to see all that this other individual has seen
Yeah.
and make your day. I mean, it's a book
You know,
you
it's
chose
funny
to
you
read.
mentioned library because I
Oh,
grew,
love
grew up in the
library.
Bronx.
Yes,
Right,
I know.
You were in Manhattan.
I know.
We had a bookmobile that would come.
Oh,
once a week.
yes, I remember
And,
those
oh, we were so
bookmobiles, yeah.
excited that the bookmobile, every Thursday, I think it was. And we'd run there and see what new books that were there, and we could check them out naturally and then bring them back the following week. It was so
Yeah.
much fun.
The bookmobiles were fabulous. They were great.
I wonder if
Oh
they
my
still have
gosh.
those.
I'll tell you, if they don't, they should.
Yeah,
I
because of that way you get out
remember-
to the neighborhoods.
You know,
Our library was too far
right.
away to go very often.
I think it would be nice, like for the churches
Yeah.
and you know, the different facilities, because not everybody can get out to the library. So yeah,
right.
I think they're wonderful, and never let go of the old fashioned things that we grew up with. I mean, that's what made us. That's why I am who I am today. A Kindle's all well and good, but I feel like that's a lazy way out.
And you know, truthfully, I don't think it's healthy for your eyes to be looking at a screen like that
That's
all
why
the
I have
time.
to wear reader's tape, because I'm always in front of the computer. You're right about
And
that.
you know, they tell you that they're making like a blue lens for you
That's
to put
what
on.
they're saying, a
So if
blue
you have to
lens.
do
Ah.
that, that's not, to me, why subject
Why
yourself
take
to
that extra? Right.
Yeah,
Right.
just get the hard book and read the
And
book.
be done with it. Right. Spot on, Jim.
You can see
But
we're
that's
not
right.
we're not in the 21st century, but we're happy, right?
Oh, yes, we're happy. I often think about my parents. May they rest in heaven. I love you, Mom and Dad,
Yes.
and all of our loved ones who have left us. But what they would think about our social media today, what they would think about what
Yeah,
we
they
do.
think we're crazy.
I know. what are they doing? And, you know, Facebook and Twitter and, oh my goodness gracious, LinkedIn. You know, but it is what it is, basically. It is what it is. We are a social media world today. So I guess we just have to go with the flow and get used to it, yeah.
Another thing I was thinking about with being realistic is body image.
Yes.
Because, especially with me, I've always been a runner, you know, so I have a lean body, but I've always wanted to gain weight. Now, my sister used to say, "You want to gain weight? I'm trying to lose weight. Why couldn't I have your body?"
She
would
sounds
joke with
just
me.
like
Yes.
I would say the same thing. Oh my gosh, you know, you're tall and lean, and
Right.
you know, I understand what Angela's trying to say. Yeah,
But over the
Yeah.
years, I've gained some weight muscle. You know, I work out with a trainer. Chips was our guest.
Right,
He's
right,
He's going to
right.
come back, by the way. Tips wants to
good,
come
good.
back.
He was great.
But for me, it's a struggle to keep the weight on because my body, the metabolism just burns.
That's
it.
not you.
So I
You're
build the
always-
muscle and I
yeah.
build the muscle. So what I'm saying is I have to be realistic. I'm not going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, I'm never going to have those huge muscles like the Hulk. You know,
That's
and not that I
okay.
want to.
No, of
but it's
course
just funny
not.
that I have to accept that I'm a lean, and I'm not complaining. I mean, I love being who I am.
Of course,
But it's
yes.
but I'm saying be
And
realistic.
we love who
Yeah,
you are.
and be realistic. I can't
Right.
make myself
realistic,
look like
right.
the Hulk if
Right,
I'm
right.
not. My body won't do that.
In your mind, that's all you have to know is who you are, and
Right.
that's all you need to know. And it will come shining through the
So
people
really-
in your life who know you and who love you. And even the ones that don't know you, it'll still come shining through.
But
you know,
be the
because
best.
your
Of,
essence
be the
comes out.
best of who you are. Actually, is what.
That's
is
right.
what it
Be
boils
the
down
best
to.
of who you are. Realistic hope involves
Right.
taking steps
Right.
to achieve the goals you want. Okay, so as you said, you'll never be an Arnold. Hey, you're everyone's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Jim, just so you know, seriously, but you're
Well,
Jim
thank you.
Chiaffi, which is better yet. Okay, just waiting for good things to happen to you. Research has found that people are happiest when they take the notion and grab it and say, okay, this is going to be the time is now.
Right.
Which reminds
Oh.
me, which reminds me,
Debs wrote the beginning of our song.
we did mention in several shows back that we are in the
Writing
process
a
of writing
song.
a song. And the name of
Should
the
we
song.
tell them the name?
Yes, we might as well because we have no choice at this point. We could say nah.
You're all
nah,
saying,
nah,
"We
nah,
want to
nah."
know. We want to know." We're all going to get these text messages. Tell us. Right?
Oh,
Do you want to know?
okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
Inquiring minds want to know, right?
Do
Don't
you
they
want
wanna
to know? Tell us, audience.
You
Do
have
you
to.
want to know?
You have to give us some laughter if you want to know. Do you want to know?
All right. Do you want
wanna
to
know?
know? I guess they want to know.
I think they wanna know.
All right.
They're still laughing. Okay. Well, then we'll tell
Well,
you.
because of that, the name of the song is "The Time Is Now."
I love that title because it's so
And
appropriate, especially for us.
Yeah, absolutely, it's so appropriate. So Jim is remarkable. We're doing it together, and we're going to work on it. We discussed it this morning. Jim's going
I've already
to.
started. You're not going to see the words fast, but I've got the words for the first few verses. We'll let you know eventually what
yeah,
they are.
yeah, it's on its way.
But
to
I
you,
love
though.
it, the
Yeah.
thoughts, Deb's thought process.
Aw, great.
And she's
Well-
very spiritual, spirit-filled. So a lot of that comes through in this song, which we really
thank you,
love.
Jim.
And she even actually sang it for me.
Yeah,
She
I
has
put
it
the music
recorded.
together.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Brava, brava,
that's
brava.
okay. We're going to do it together, and that's what it's all about. When you do it together, that makes it special, even more so the way it should be.
And even when you think about that being realistic about writing a song.
Right,
Right.
right.
You know.
You have to think about it. And as I
Yeah.
was saying to Jim, sometimes you have the moments of complete instant gratification because something will be like a whirlwind. It'll just hit you, boom. And that's what happened to me. I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, wait a second.
All
and it
these
just
thoughts
came
start going through
beautiful.
your head,
And
right?
here I am writing it. And then it wasn't one of those things where you take a piece of paper and scrunch up, say, let me start again. I just kept writing. And I said, wow.
That's
And it was
inspiration.
at my dining room table thinking about bills.
What a great time to
When
be creative.
all of a sudden I got inspired. I'm like, okay. But it goes to show you because it could be any time your inspiration. Being realistic is a wonderful thing. And you take responsibility for the choices and believe, in your self-control and do better at overcoming the difficulties if you can. We all learn that on a daily basis. Absolutely. Yeah.
I was also thinking about being realistic with the thought of habits.
Habits.
Now, we all have habits, and
Yeah.
some of them are not good for us. So we all know that we want to be realistic, evaluate, is this a habit that's really going to add to my well-being, or is it something that's going to be a hindrance or a
Right,
negative factor
right,
in my life? And then
right.
you can change it.
Right.
It takes 30 days, they say, to create a new habit or to change
Yes,
a habit.
yes,
So
right. You know, diet, D-I-E-T, that's a bad four-letter word.
die. See, it's like a
Diet.
die.
It's like, what in the world, diet? Who wants to diet? I mean, really and
Yeah, you
truly.
just
Who,
want to manage
you
your
know, you want to just
manage your
control, manage
yes.
your whatever.
Food management.
And if you look
right.
at believe me, you know, I'm one to watch commercials. I mean, I love
I
tea.
do too. I love
I
the
don't know. There's
creativity.
something about commercials that intrigue me tremendously,
Yes.
and it just I focus like you won't believe. And I'll say to Greg, "Look at that commercial. Did that make sense to you?" Or I'll say, "How brilliant!" Or I'll
Yes.
say, "Oh, that's a great idea." I just find it so remarkably refreshing watching commercials because it's the essence of what we need to know on a daily basis when you think about it. Because diets, there's one called GOLO, Golo, and it's
Yes.
about managing your fat, not diet. And Greg wanted to inquire about that. He says, you know, that's true. Your endurance and it's not like your Weight Watchers. It's and then there's a commercial with s'mores. There's that one that goes, "Come on, everybody, come on, everybody," and the kids come out and they're all happy and they're got the graham crackers and the marshmallow and the chocolate and they're eating. But then after a while, that "come on, everybody" sticks in your head, and the
Right.
commercial is no longer significant.
Yes.
So now they replace it with another commercial. See, I'm going on, and I don't know what made me do this, but it's being realistic, I guess.
Right,
Going back
right,
to that, how can you be
right.
realistic and
Well,
helping with your thought process?
well, the whole marketing strategy of commercials is,
Oh, I think
you know,
it's
they want to reach you
oh
and make sure that you remember
yeah.
it. So it has to be something that
I was
is
asked once
easily
to be a
memorable.
voiceover.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, on a commercial or a voiceover. I
Did you
just
do
like,
it?
No, and that's something I'm thinking I would like to do.
You can
but-
still do it.
Oh yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
fun. It'd be a lot of fun.
You know, what I want to say to all of you is it's never too late in your lifetime
That's
to do what
right.
you want to do.
That's
It doesn't
right.
matter what your age is. So age is not a factor.
That's right. And please, let's keep that in mind. Let's
Yes.
keep it in mind because you know, time does go fast, and
I still feel like a teenager inside.
and you should.
Don't you?
Absolutely.
You don't age inside.
I feel like I did 35 years ago
Yes.
when I got married. So, and even longer than that, I just
Right.
feel your heart and your soul is always your heart will always be your heart and soul. Your well-being is up to you. It's amazing. Okay, let me put it this way. If I see a child laughing, I start to laugh. If I
Right.
see a puppy playing, I'm going to get on the floor and play with that puppy. And the other day I was talking about laughing. Our shaker to our cockapoo, who's now been gone for 2 years, and we still want to get another cockapoo, no doubt, but we're hoping and praying for the day. When the time is right, we'll know.
Right.
It's a big responsibility, but we definitely know in our hearts that we want to get one. But the other day, I went to the bathroom at home, and I'm like, "What you gotta do now? Where's my baby?" And I'm like, "What are you doing, Deb?" Because he would follow me in the bathroom, Shaker. I know that sounds crazy,
So it brought
but
back a memory
that
for you.
would be that
Yes.
was the way I spoke to Shaker. "Oh, what you baby?" And then Greg heard me. He's like, "Where's Shaker?" I said, "He was in there." He's like, "I thought so."
Yeah, the
I
spirit.
said, "You know."
Shaker
But
spirit.
I just do that. And I'll say, I just can't control it. I'm like, "Oh," and now I see these commercials. Forget it.
Well, not only are our loved ones
dogs.
always with us, but our dogs are part of
Yeah,
our
I
family.
do that with my parents, whoever.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel like
with
the
us.
presence,
Sure.
you know. But he was with me. In fact, I smelled him the other day. I did. I really did.
Well, you're
Oh.
somewhat psychic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just I felt it really strong.
Deb has some psychic abilities. We've reached that conclusion.
Oh, that's another story at another time.
But honesty is
Oh,
also
yeah, no,
something
it's
that's
true.
so important with being realistic.
Honesty
Yes.
is the best policy. If you can't be honest, you see that if somebody came to me, Jim, and they said, "What?" Ask me if you would, please ask me, Deb. What is the one thing that upsets you?
What is the one thing that upsets you, Deb?
I do not care for dishonesty.
Right.
I believe in integrity, and I don't like, in Italian, fatta brutta.
Yeah.
Fatta brutta. It means phony, two-faced.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel comfortable doing that, then by all means you could do that. But I'll keep you at arm's length. I do not want to be a part of your world. If you can't be honest with yourself, and you can't be honest with me, friend, sibling, whoever, then what's the sense? Does it really matter? In the essence of it all, does it matter? What are you trying to accomplish? Be a realist. You know, is there a purpose in it? No, because you're only hurting yourself. And not only that, you have to remember what you lied about.
Right.
So what's the sense?
Right. That realism and honesty
Realism,
go hand in
yeah.
hand. You have to be
I mean,
honest with
that's
yourself.
being realistic is one thing, but
And
then being a realist is another.
Right,
You
and then
know?
assess your life and
Yeah.
the effect you're having on others.
The effect you're having on others. You know, realists are loyal to the people around them. When you're a realist, you're loyal to the people that are around you. You work hard to keep the promises. You work hard to keep the truth. They're honest and straightforward with others, and they expect, you know, you to do the same. And you know, that's a benefit that goes along with any relationship, friendship, marriage.
Right.
You know, first time meeting somebody. You know, it's a very important quality, I believe, to have. But that is the one thing that would irk me more than anything. If you said to me, Deb, no, Jim, I'm going to ask you, what is the one thing that would bother you, that upsets you so? I know that you feel the same way about being a realist and
Yeah, I think a lack of sincerity is another
It fits right in
factor.
there.
Yeah.
It fits
yeah.
right in there.
If
Lack of
someone's
sincerity.
not sincere, yeah.
Right.
That would be a factor in my evaluation of a
Right,
relationship, yeah.
Being sincere, and that's so spot on, because there's a song that Trini Lopez sings, are you sincere when you say you love me? Are you sincere when you say you miss me? Or are you really mine? Every day, all the time, I want to know which way to go. Will our love grow? Are you sincere?
Beautiful.
Da, 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 da. I got off on a tangent. I'm sorry.
Did he sing that?
He most certainly did. Are you sincere, Trini Lopez?
And what about write it? Did he write it too? Yeah.
He did not write
Oh,
that.
okay.
I forgot who
Okay.
the writer was, but he
Okay.
sang that.
Beautiful song.
Yes,
Well,
so many.
sincerity
but-
is very important.
Yeah, and I had to. It came to mind because I used to play that all the time. I play all of his songs, but yeah, like what you said, being sincere, it's so important. And you know, you have issues in life with people. People have issues with themselves. We have issues with traffic. We have issues. You know, every day is a challenging day, but just find the good in
Well-
everything. Basically, that's all.
Well, realism and being realistic helps us to evaluate our expectations, right?
I love that, Jim, and you're
and
right.
the outcomes.
Right,
You know,
right.
so if you're not realistic, it really actually hurts you because the outcome is going to be something that you don't expect. So
Right.
you really want to evaluate situations so that you can actually expect what the outcome will be. You know.
Right,
Well, as a
right.
lawyer, I mean that's how my mind thinks anyway.
Of course, there you go.
Constantly evaluating and making decisions.
There is that.
Not everybody's like that.
That scale, yeah. I think you are one of the most sincerest, most spiritual people. I mean, and everybody who knows Jim will say that.
Well,
Like
thank
I
you.
said, when God made you, they threw away the mold. I mean, you're going right up to heaven, my
Well,
friend.
thank you.
You are. I mean,
You
you're
know, I
just,
feel the same way about you.
and I don't. They're believe me, they're from my heart. They're
Yeah.
not just words. And everybody who knows you would say the same thing. As sincere as you want to get, what you see is what you get.
And I
We
think
love you.
thank you. And I think another factor when we're talking about realism is measuring the risks, with knowledge. You know,
Right,
so
with knowledge,
yeah,
right.
you want to, when you're evaluating, and in fact, I do a lot of research, which I'm sure you do too. Like, let's say you want to think about doing something and you're not, it's
And that's the
something
way to do
unfamiliar
it,
with
of course. You
Yeah.
want to become
So
familiar.
you can evaluate it.
Right.
And say, is this something that I could do? You know,
Right.
and the risk,
Right.
involved. You know.
Right.
I would never jump out of an airplane, would you?
Oh God, no! Are you kidding me? You might as well
Some
forget that
people-
one. I don't care if you paid me $1 billion. You'll never see me do that. Trust me. That's no. I'm petrified. I have
To
a
me,
fear of
the
heights.
risk would outweigh the benefit of it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
My mother, I mean, God rest her soul. She was funny though, and I know I get it from her. She was petrified. She had a fear of heights in the worst way, and I'll never forget one time. This is God's honest truth. We were at the courthouse. I forgot for what reason, and the courthouse, how everybody gets on the elevator and it's all I mean, that's a lot of people
Yes.
in that one elevator.
And they're all serious.
And they're all
'cause
serious.
They're all
and-
thinking about why
and
they're there.
I forgot what I think we were there to pick up a document or something, but
Right.
it was years ago. And she and I were in the elevator, and here comes one person, here comes two people, here comes four people. Well, it starts filling up, and my mother looks at me. She goes, "Oh, Debbie, I don't know if I can take this." She was getting like claustrophobic. She goes, "What does she do?" My mother, she goes, "Okay, that's enough." She says,
Shouldn't allow any more people in the
she
elevator.
goes, "That's enough." I'm like, "Mom."
Take the next elevator.
In other words, you can't come in. That's enough. Time
Did
out.
she press the button to close
I
the
thought
door?
she was going to do that next, but it was hilarious. But you know what? I could see her point of view because it was nerve wracking. You squished in like, oh my goodness. But yeah, that's enough. Oh.
I have this about some things to remember, which I thought would be inspiring, along with being realistic. The most important day is today,
Yes.
right?
Amen.
Because you can live today.
That's
You
right.
can make changes today.
Today's the
Yesterday
first day
already
of the
occurred.
rest. Yeah.
Tomorrow we don't know what we have in store.
Amen.
If you always do your best, you will never have regrets, right?
I love that. I love that.
Which
If
is
you
true.
always do your best.
We never want to have
Regrets.
regrets, you
Oh,
know.
please. That's-
Seize the day. Do things that you want to do.
Today's the
Don't-
first day of the
that
rest
way
of your
you don't
life.
regret
Yes.
that
yes.
you didn't do things like that. Things always look better tomorrow.
You know, that happens to be
When you
true.
look back, yes.
That truly is, in all perspective, yeah, absolutely, that happens to be true. You think, well, gee, why did I think it was going to be this kind of day when all it fell into place?
Right?
Right.
Sometimes a wrong turn will bring you to exactly the right place.
Oh, I love that. That's so true too.
And, you know, unexpected things can bring such joy to you. You know,
Yes.
you can't always plan everything.
No,
And
you'd like to, but
Yeah, and
it happens.
if
God's time,
situations
too.
arise, take advantage of them. Do
Right.
things that are a little different. You
We
know?
did our show about the 3 C's, choices,
Right,
chances.
right.
Yeah, that all fits into play. Yeah,
Sometimes when you think the answer is no, it's not yet, right?
it means onward.
Yes.
Back it up.
Yes, so don't always take a negative response as no.
I love that.
It means
I love
that person might not be ready yet.
Right, right. And that happens more than not in life when you think about it. I love this, Jen. This
Yes.
is great.
And then it's time for our dear Marie Pinchman.
Marie Pinchman, we love you.
Out of my mind and into your heart.
Speaking of Marie,
Yes.
Jim had, remember the book you bought me? I have this book that Jim was gracious to buy, and then
Yeah.
the other, when the doctor becomes a patient, isn't it?
Right?
And it's a memoir. I'll tell you what, I'm reading that book just now, and I've had it for a while. It is fabulous. Marie, I've got to tell you, you're amazing. I'm only on the third chapter of the book, but it is so well written.
Marie is a gifted
Oh.
writer, so she has numerous books, and
She does.
they're wonderful novels.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular one I love, which I read every week,
Oh, that's-
has such wisdom in it.
Mm-hmm.
So today, on a somewhat related topic, this one essay is called "What If."
What if? Okay.
I think of life as God's great gift box, beautifully wrapped in shimmering paper of blue, green, and silver, the colors of mountain, sky, ocean, river, and stream, and tied up with ribbons of fascinating, sweet-smelling flora and fauna, a box filled with talents, abilities, and possibilities, right? We have talents, abilities, and possibilities. And the gift tag has our name on it. Would the box be too pretty or too perfect to open? Would we sit and stare at it, rub our hands over the paper, gently smooth the length of the silk ribbon to the very end, let it curl around our finger, all the while yearning to know what's inside, yet fearful to look, thinking, might it be disappointing or even a joke? Or do we jerk off the ribbon, rip open the paper, like a salivating dog eyeing the sirloin
Yeah,
steak on the
right.
kitchen counter, plow into the gift with gusto, unafraid because we know the gift is
Okay.
special. Now that we put aside our fears, we have this wondrous gift of life. This is the point of the essay.
Mhm.
But what will we do with it? Will we treat it with kindness and awe for the wonderful jewel it is, or leave it in the box unseen and unappreciated?
Oh, that's
Or will we treat the gift of life as the world's most precious diamond, the rare jewel, dusting and polishing it, so it becomes even more special and capable of bringing untold pleasure to ourselves and others along the journey?
Oh, bravo.
So celebrate
I
your
love it.
lives, everyone, because it's a gift that you've received, and there's so much that you can
Yes,
achieve. And,
yes.
and what I love is touching others with your life. you know, which we all do.
Absolutely. That is so important.
Yes.
Oh,
And that's the beauty of living, you know, and the people that we meet, and the experiences that we have. It's just so beautiful.
and you know, it's because I thought having this time off, I took a week off, and so many people say, "Oh, where are you going for your vacation?" I said, "Nowhere, just a stay vacation." I personally like that because you do nothing. There's no packing, there's
Right.
no stress. You don't have to worry about, going and having a time frame of any kind. It's your time, your stay vacation. And it really enabled me to open up and in my mind and do the reading that I should be doing, the song,
Yes.
and realizing, there's no time like the present. You must do it. Sitting on the couch and realizing, okay, my juices were flowing. I was really thinking
Yes,
and
all that
really
creativity.
getting where I wanted to be. So it's important to take that time. Whether you're on vacation or not, take that time, that meditation time for yourself, because I realize it helped me tremendously. And whether you're in a funk or not, whatever it is that you're going through, good, bad, and different, take that time. It makes a world of difference. Like with Jim,
Yes.
you exercise on a regular basis, and I wish to God I could follow you in those footsteps, because I just admire that so much, because that makes you feel like you probably
Yes.
sleep beautiful at night,
Yes, I do.
because he's so energized during the day. He's here and there, and he's always there for everybody. He's all over the place, and then he exercises, he works out, takes the time, always. So
Well, that's what we would encourage you to also
right.
do, you know, because you want yourself to wake up in the morning, smile.
Yeah,
Be-
and that
gratitude,
makes a
we
big
we
difference.
talk
It
about
really
that.
does.
Being grateful for all the blessings that we have. And what a difference a day makes.
What a difference a day makes. Now, you know darn well what that means, and that means that the tambourine is coming in.
Yeah. Wouldn't be Bright Horizons without a
That's
tambourine.
right. So, on that note, and with that being said, what a difference a day makes.
24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you and you and you.
You always make a difference in our lives,
You
and we
do.
hope that we're making a difference in your lives today. We love you very much, and we look forward to being back with you next week
Yes.
when Deb and Jim will be here to
Keep
talk about your horizons being brighter, which means always keep
your horizons bright.
until we see you next week. Bye bye, everyone.
God bless all of you, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for joining us.